Hey, Jen here, FItMama. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about your pregnancy. So you're here because you're pregnant. Congratulations. I could not be more happy for you. Honestly, that's just so exciting. I remember when I was pregnant and I'm telling you, I just loved it because I felt so amazing. I just felt like I had a higher purpose. Even if I didn't feel amazing, and there were many a days, I was sick for about 6 weeks, 8 weeks with one of mine, and just felt horrible. But thankfully, it was just that 8 weeks, and I was not able to exercise at all. So I'm going to talk to you a lot about safe exercise, but first things important is to listen to your body. So are you making up an excuse like, oh, I'm just tired or I don't feel like it? Or am I nauseous, sick, and I'm about to puke if I was to get out of bed? So just being honest with yourself is the key when it comes to exercising when you're pregnant. And then I'm just going to tell you the top 5 important things to remember. So now that you're pregnant, when it comes to exercising, I want you to really remember these top 5 things. So number 1 is to do your core breathing every single day. So this is sitting comfortably, focused, relaxed. We're creating neural pathways from your brain to your body, to your pelvic floor, to your deep inner core. That is so important because it starts to disconnect as you get pregnant. And as you grow, and you get more pregnant, and there's a lot more pressure inside and pushing down on your pelvic floor, this natural pathway from your brain to your body gets disconnected, or it kind of grows over, let's say, because this pathway is clear right now and we want to keep it clear by doing these exercises. So breathing 5 to 10 minutes in the morning and the evening sounds like it's a lot, but you know what? It's an opportunity to quietly connect with yourself at a deep level, talk to your baby, breathe, get oxygen through your body, calm the nervous system, which is very important for pregnant mamas. Yes, it is. So that's going to be number 1. So core breathing. Whenever you want, you can do your core breathing. Just work on your posture because it's difficult to core breathe when you're hunched in. So we like to do it maybe when we're in the car or watching TV, but we're kind of hunched or curled up. So try and really just sit above your pelvic floor or sit like over your hips in a nice tall posture. And that's a good place for your core breathing. Doing core breathing when you're standing is really good too. So that's number 1 thing. Number 1 thing, your whole pregnancy, core breathing every single day. Okay. Number 2, once you're past the first trimester, no more lying on your back. Okay. Just for safety. So you can lie on your side in your bed, let's say if you're sleeping or whatever, if you're lying down on the ground. But when it comes to exercising, there's no more exercises lying on your back. So if you're used to doing, let's say, bench presses lying on your back on a bench, you're just going to do an incline press instead. So you'll be up on an incline, not lying flat, okay? Safety first. So that there's still ways to do exercises you want to do, but it's called modifying, okay? So modifying. So nothing lying on your back. So even if you were doing some of the core rehab or prehab moves of glute raises or something that you did in the past, they're not to be done lying on your back, okay? The next thing is no ab work at all. So I always am saying no crunches, no sit-ups, no V-sits and that kind of stuff because it creates a lot of intra-abdominal pressure. Don't especially do it when you're pregnant because you're already creating so much intra-abdominal pressure because you have a baby in there, no matter what size. It's creating pressure. Okay, so no ab work at all, especially as you get bigger, no twisting and nothing like that. So just really know that to get your abs back after pregnancy, you don't work them when you're pregnant. I know it sounds hard for some people to understand that and to not do it, but please don't do it to save yourself from diastasis or pelvic floor dysfunction. The next thing I really recommend is to do some sort of weight training or body resistance activity 3 times a week when you're pregnant. So if you haven't already been exercising, there's stuff that you can get started with, and that's one of the new myths that's debunked in the science, is that if you weren't exercising before, they say don't exercise when you're pregnant. However, obviously if your doctor has spoken to you specifically about this, that's a different story, but really important that even if you haven't been exercising, there are things you can do, beginner stuff you can start with, and we can discuss that specific to you, okay? But weight training or some type of resistance workout 3 times a week to maintain and build muscle is very important while pregnant because it will help you with the big event, which is labor and delivery, and you want to be strong, and that includes muscle. And then doing some form of cardiovascular work. So it doesn't have to be you're getting your sweat on and you're sprinting, but Again, 3 times a week at a minimum, you're getting out, walking, getting your heart rate up, getting blood flow. 3 times a week minimum, 3 times a week with the weight training or resistance training. I do a lot of mostly home workouts, so it doesn't even have to include weights, but it can include body weight and you're strengthening your own body. So those are the top 5. Core breathing every single day, no ab work, no lying on your back, 3 times a week strength training, and 3 times a week some sort of cardiovascular training. That could be on an elliptical or a bicycle or swimming. All those are fabulous, okay? 3 times a week each, okay? Have a great pregnancy.